the forest quickly and swiftly without being seen or heard. And those white stripes, that is their camouflage. So that reflects the sun shining down into the trees so they can blend in better to these forest environments.
Whoa.
And if you look to the left, that's not a boulder, that's a black rhino. Way back there.
Oh, I see him.
They are solitary compared to the white rhinos. Yeah, he does blend in quite well. There's another one here who's had a long day here to the left. And it looks like he did just go in some mud. And these lighter brown animals here on the right, she thinks we can't see her. She is a greater kudu.
We don't see you.
And these are all female greater kudus, and I can tell because they don't have any horns. So the male greater kudus have the horns, females don't. So they think that they're greater, but they're both greater kudus. Get it, guys?
Yeah.
It's a joke, it's funny. And these two animals here on the left are saddle-billed storks. So they can get 5 feet tall. They also have a wingspan of up to 9 feet. That is the same length as the canopy above your head. So they are some very big birds, and they mate for life. So I'd like to believe that the two of them are madly in love forever and always. And now we're
need
heading
one of
into the
those.
Salty River. This is where we're going to find semi-aquatic animals. So we might see some hippos, maybe some Nile crocodiles.
It is very bumpy, so.
Those first birds down there on the right are pink-backed pelicans. They are mostly gray. They do have gray feathers, but their skin really is pink. Oh, that was not nice. Oh my goodness. And their faces also turn pink during mating season, so it looks like they're blushing.
Aww.
And I hope none of you are missing those hippos on the right. They weigh 5,500 pounds. They hold their breath for several minutes, but here on the left is a float of them. So that is a whole bunch of hippos.
Whoa. Mama, they got a butt
They
like
can
you.
eat 100 pounds of food every day. And despite how big they are and how large their teeth are, they only eat plants. They are vegetarians. They don't even eat fish. And hippopotamus is Latin for river horse because they generally don't swim, but they walk and run along the bottom of the water. If you're lucky, you might see a hippo down there at the bottom. Oh gosh. Now we're coming up to the crocodile bridge, so hopefully we can make it across. There is Nile crocodiles underneath us and to the left of us, and they are the largest living reptiles in the world.
Oh, I see him.
If you look close, you might see their pearly, sharp white teeth.
That's beautiful.
And some are as long as a giraffe is tall, so some of them are 16 feet long, which also makes them the longest animals in the world. So go them, they have 2 world records just in how big they are. And the mothers are great. So when her eggs
Here's
are
your
ready to
water.
hatch, she puts them in her mouth. And then once they've hatched, she continues to protect her baby Nile crocodiles in there for quite some time. So they do have those motherly instincts. And we're coming up to a baobab tree, also known as the upside down tree. Because they look like somebody accidentally put them in there upside down.
Oh, yeah, it does.
But their really wide trunks store a tremendous amount of water. So that's why they can be leafless for up to
There's
9
a squirrel.
months out of 1 year. A lot of the African animals will gather around a baobab tree. And now, my friends, we are heading into the
Animals.
African savanna. This is the best part. If you don't believe me, we should be able to see zebras, giraffes, lions, and elephants in the savannah. Are we excited?
Yeah.
Yay! And I do already see a giraffe. Hey, giraffe. Hey. They are the tallest animals in the world. They have a lot of world records, you'll see. He's like perfectly hiding behind that tree. So they get about 18 to 20 feet tall, and they can eat for 16 to 20 hours a day. So I know you all wish you were a giraffe, don't lie.
I do.
Adults, if you measure from your elbows to the tips of your fingers, that's how long their tongues are. Yeah, so those are to get those leaves out of those really tall trees.
Look at his butt. Look at a little sleigh.
And my friends, if you look into the den on the left, those are the African painted dogs. Don't confuse them for your dogs at home. They are some of the most successful predators in Africa. They have a better success rate than even lions.
They're taking a little nappy wappy.
And unlike our dogs at home, they only have 4 toes.
What?
And they each have a very unique multicolored pattern. That's what helps them recognize one from another in their pack. There's about 2 to 27 of them in a pack. All right, my friends, now if you see those 3 animals back there with those horns, those are security guards. No, I'm just kidding. They're sable antelope, but they are protectors. If anything was happening to any of these animals here on the reserve, they would come to their defense. And those are the Hartman's mountain zebra. They're one of 3 of the zebra species, so you can recognize them because they have white underneath their bellies and then thick black stripes.
Those the horns.
And they're the only zebra species to have a dewlap. So if you see that little bit of skin dangling from their neck, that is what keeps their body temperatures cool so they don't get too hot. And a group of zebras is a dazzle. That is a dazzle of zebra. And also, if you guys love these animals, they're in a documentary on Disney Plus. It's called The Magic of Disney's Animal Kingdom.
We watched that already.
So, in that documentary, you can learn their names, you can learn more about their personalities, and then see how well they're taken care of behind the scenes. And the next time you ride Kilimanjaro and you're just smarter than everyone else on the truck, you'll feel so cool.
We already watched that like twice. Yeah, like twice. Maybe 3 times. We did. I watch it just to watch it sometimes. Look at the poo. Wait. Yes. Good.
That is an Ankole cattle on the right. They have those amazing horns. From tip to tip, they can get about 6 feet, and you're probably thinking that they're really heavy, but they're actually hollow. They're really light. Inside is a honeycomb structure of their blood vessels, and that's what will also cool their body temperatures down so they don't get too hot. If any of you get the opportunity at some point today, you should look up inside of their horns.
Huh?
And way off into the distance on the right when we take this corner, you're going to see some wildebeest. They have a nickname of Nunu, spelled G-N-U. And those are because of the sounds that they make. So cows go moo, but they go new. Yeah. And they're emergency exit animals, at least that's what I like to consider them. Because when they go to sleep, they'll all sleep in rows and in columns, just in case of an emergency at night. They all have an escape plan.
Yes.
So they're well organized.
More giraffes. Oh, I see them.
All right, my friends. Now, a group of giraffes is a tower. And when a giraffe gives birth, they give birth standing. They drop their baby 6 feet to the ground. I call that a tower of terror.
Yes.
Don't worry, their baby giraffe is okay. They're actually walking and running within hours of birth, but they're also born at 6 feet tall. So if you're 6 foot, you're the same size as a newborn giraffe.
We ain't got nobody who's 6 foot.
And my friends, they only sleep for 30 minutes a day. They only sleep for 1 minute at a time, and they sleep standing. So they're very busy animals. They sleep for 1 minute and then eat for 2 hours and then sleep for 1 more minute and eat for 2 more hours. They really don't have time for a business meeting.
I wish I was a giraffe.
Plans. Now, if you guys can see those really adorable small animals on the right, those are springboks. They look like cute little s'mores, but they only get about 2 feet tall. And then when they're scared or alerted by danger, they can jump 13 feet across and 9 feet in the air repeatedly. That behavior is known as pronking. They really can look like springs. And I love them. They're so cute and tiny and adorable. I wish we could all take one home.
Elephants.
And there on the right, those are the African elephants. Their trunks have 100,000 different muscles, and they can store gallons of water at one time. So usually what they'll do is they'll take water or dirt and they'll throw it onto their backs because they have very sensitive skin. So that just protects them from getting sunburned. And both of those elephants are females. I can tell because they're not too big. And that is the mandrill on the left.
Oh my god, it's a
The
monkey.
mandrill, they're the largest monkeys. So he weighs about 100 pounds. And the really vibrant
Javion.
colors on his face is what makes him attractive to females. And then he has really vibrant colors on the other end of him, which he uses as a beacon, so other mandrills can follow. Oh goodness, it looks like this road is closed, so we're gonna have to go the long way.
Oh no. I don't think that is a road. I don't think that is a road. I know, I'm joking.
Oh goodness, not this bridge. Oh gosh. You guys better hold on tight. It is literally held together by zip ties,
Oh.
and it is falling apart.
Oh. That's not a good thing. It literally is held together by zip ties.
And now we have to say wee! That's as fast as we'll ever go.
Yay!
And we are driving through some red clay now. So this is Elephant's version of a multi-gummy supplement. Red clay has just about everything that they need. All of their vitamins and minerals are in it. If you look to the left, you can see some more. Now the females will weigh about 8,000 pounds. Males will weigh 18,000 pounds. And they are led by a matriarch, which means that the oldest and wisest female elephant will lead.
Are you the patriarch?
And they have the longest gestation period of any other mammal. So mama elephants hold their babies in their bellies for 22 months.
Oh,
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
right
what
now.
it's
Who's the matriarch?
That is double in human pregnancy. So I always like to say shout out mama elephants. And also, a lot of the animals that we're seeing are endangered. So if you guys have learned any fun facts or you've gotten any awesome photos, oh my goodness, there's the baby. She's only 1 year old.
Aww.
But if you guys have gotten any amazing photos, I really would encourage you guys to go home and share them with your friends and family. Just by talking about the animals, you're raising awareness. I like to say that conservation starts with a conversation, especially with those elephants.
Yeah, water. There's your water, Tutu. Heck yeah, dude. We're going into water.
Oh my gosh, we're stuck.
We are?
Can you guys swim?
No.
Can we all push?
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Look at the flamingos.
And on the left, those are the greater flamingos. They are the largest and the palest of pink out of all the flamingos.
One of them is gray.
And if you guys see any that are more white or gray, it means that they're not 2 years of age.
Oh.
Once they turn 2, that's when they will start to turn pink from their diets of shrimp.
There's ducks.
One duck in there genuinely believes he's a flamingo. I've seen him stand on one leg. And now we are heading into big cat territory. I believe that this is where we'll find some big cats. Okay. That is not a big cat, but a really big bird. That is an ostrich,
Yes.
and they
The
can't
rhino.
fly. But they can run extremely fast. A distance between a stride when they're running is 12 to 17 feet. And those are also not big cats, but those are really big white rhinos.
There is a nice breeze right now. Oh,
A
yes,
group
I'm filming a
of them is
documentary.
a crash.
I'm filming a documentary.
And my friends, they do not have the best vision. No matter how close they get to our safari truck, we still look like a big old blob. But they do have incredible hearing. So if you see their ears moving back and forth in different directions, that's because they can hear all the sounds all the time.
You, Mama, that's you. You can't see, but you can
And
hear.
if you look back there by the tree, you can see 3 cheetahs. Or should I say you can spot 3 cheetahs.
I see him.
They are the fastest land animals. They can run up to speeds of
Rhino's
60
over
miles
there.
per hour. And they do that with their semi-retractable claws. Those claws dig into the dirt like a pair of cleats. Just like us humans, they do get tired. They can only run at those speeds for a certain amount of time. It's about a couple hundred yards. And then you can see 2 more to the left.
I see him. You can't see him, but I see him.
And they also have dark tear marks underneath their eyes to deflect the glare of the sun so they can just focus on hunting.
That is a beautiful rock structure.
All right, now those are Kopi rocks to the left, which is usually sign of African lions. Kopi rocks use that, I'm so sorry. Friends, if you look in between those 2 rocks back there to the left, you can see the female. Females are primarily the hunters. They go out and hunt and males stay back with the cubs. But if there are no cubs, they both cooperatively hunt. And my friends, you can see another female lion. And you can also see the male.
Man, lions suck. Look at them.
And he's only about 2 years old. So he's still working on his roar. Now you can tell their age by their mane. So depending on how thick it is, how big it is, how many layers there are, and how dark. So his is remotely small. You can see it's only about 1 color. But my friends, once he can roar, you can hear it 5 miles away.
Whoa. Ah, I got something in my eye.
And on the left, you can see the warthogs. They will back into their burrows and stick their tusks out. And that's to warn enemies not to enter. They try to scare them away with their faces. I know, you're all thinking of Pumbaa.
Yes.
Pumbaa in Swahili means foolish.
Aww.
Do what you will with that information.
I love you for
And
calling
that animal on the right is a water buck. They have really cute heart-shaped noses, but they do let out a nasty, greasy, smelling secretion from their skin. That just helps them waterproof their coat and then find other water buck, just like their name. They do drink copious amounts of water. And it looks like that ostrich actually left us a surprise down there on the right. Those are ostrich eggs. So those weigh about 3 pounds. They're strong enough to support a full-grown human standing on them. And an ostrich can have up to 78 eggs in one nest.
What?
And if you guys are wondering why she's so far and why she's not there protecting her eggs, it's because she doesn't care.
Oh. She don't care.
And last but certainly not least are the very cute Nigerian dwarf goats. I know that they're tiny, but they're full grown. They love to play, they love to climb, and they love to eat. And they're very chill. As you can see, there's some goats chilling in the back of the Jeep.
Aww.
And because our journey is coming to an end, everybody can say bye to the goats.
Bye.
Oh, thanks, guys. Sometimes I ask and everybody stays quiet, so I embarrass myself. Thank you very much. Oh, guys, we're recycle. Just be mindful of how much trash you're putting into the world, not only for land animals, but for water animals. And if you guys want to help an endangered animal, we sell bracelets here at the gift shops where you can actually track an animal of your choice. So you can see where they go in a day, and all of those profits go towards protecting that animal. So I have a bracelet for each of them, but my favorite is for Ted. He's a giraffe, and I check on him about 5 times a day because Ted goes everywhere Ted should not be. It's very funny. So go and check out those bracelets. And everything with the live animals does close a couple hours before the rest of the park. So if you guys want to see live animals, just do that sooner than later. And you guys should definitely 100% head over to Maharaja's Jungle Trek. That's over there in Asia. If that sounded complicated, just know that there's a lot of A's in it. And that is where you will see the baby tiger. I promise he's very active. He's rolling around playing with his mom right now. So make sure you go and do that. And once again, friends, if you guys love my safari, my name is Celeste. I'm from Arizona. And gather your personal belongings. Don't leave any trash behind. And we don't say goodbye in Harambe because that is far too sad and far too final. So we say Kwa Harini, which means to go well. So you guys go well, go wild, have fun wherever your next adventure takes you. And go and make a difference. Please watch your hands, arms, feet, and legs. The doors are opening on your right. Watch your step as you exit Kwa Harini Asante Sana.